Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Trey, and I want to talk about Anne Boleyn, the drama series, because it flopped in ratings. Channel 5 really thought that Anne Boleyn was going to be a massive success with viewers. And I'm just thinking to myself, how could you have possibly thought that? You completely butchered Anne Boleyn's story. Like, I don't understand. What did you think was going to happen? People love historical drama pieces, but there's a thing that you have to remember: the historical context of the character that you're actually trying to tell a story on. If you're telling a story of the Queen of England who happens to be white, you might want to get somebody, I don't know, that looks white. You dummies. Why would you get somebody that's dark skinned? What did you think was going to happen? Did you really think people were going to be like, yeah, this was a great idea. This was cool. And you're surprised that ratings crash because this was stupid. And you guys really tried to justify this, talking about, oh, it's a historical take on Anne Boleyn, but set in an alternate time, alternate universe. No, that's not how that works. You can't set historical figures and characters in historical in an alternate reality, especially when you're trying to be accurate to the character's story. That's not how this works. Then you made a bisexual. Again, in what records? In what records? Like, the whole entire butchering of this character just makes no sense. Like I said, this could have worked if this was a stage play, if we were trying to do a musical. Sure, go for it. But when you're trying to do a dramatic historical piece about a character that a lot of people are familiar with, that there are records, it's set in stone for her history and how everything happened between her. You can't just sit up there and think you can change it. This isn't some fictional character. This isn't some fictional universe or anything. This is a historical character that is set in stone. And now you're trying to pretend like we can just go and change the character, and then was shocked that people didn't want to watch it, just like Jodie Turner Smith was shocked by the racism she was getting. You dumb bitch. You dummies. I don't understand what makes you guys think you guys can keep race swapping characters and think this is going to work. No, at this point, I don't want to hear about there are excuses. Though, I mean, there are exceptions to the rule. No, at this point, don't do it at all anymore, because you guys can't never do this crap right. You can't do this crap right anymore because you completely butcher this entire race changing thing. Is getting annoying. Now we're taking historical figures, people who are real, and race swapping them. Do we not see how that's a problem? We're literally race swapping real life people now. Make that make sense. Make that make sense. So Channel 5 three-part drama Anne Boleyn limped to its conclusion with 449,000 viewers, 3.2 in the 9 p.m. hour last night, according to early ratings figure. The show starred black actress Jodie Turner Smith as Henry VIII, Doom's second wife, in an alternate account of the few final months of her life. Like, there is no alternate takes. There is no alternate nothing. We know the stories. It's set in stone. Historical records are there. There is no alternate nothing. And to sit up there and do that is disrespectful. It's disrespectful to not only history, but to England and to the British people. We are literally race swapping historical characters because we want diversity and representation. Even though that's not how history works, there is connotations between these characters. This is why I was upset about the whole Hawkman thing being too, because he was a character in the 1930s. There's no way in the hell they would have let a black person run an entire be a lead archaeologist from the United States and be lead archaeologist in a museum in order for him to even become Hawkman. Like, you people don't understand how history works. There's a reason why certain things didn't work out. There's a reason why there was a lot of things forbidden or whatever, because that is just how history was. It was not okay to be, another race, and it was not okay to be part of the LGBT community. But trying to come out of nowhere and think you can just take these characters and just change them around for your needs of diversity and inclusion. And I don't want to hear what nobody say, because this was literally for diversity and inclusion. This was like, oh, we need diversity. Even though we're going to go in history and we're going to definitely change that kind of historical event. That's like casting Martin Luther King as a white guy, or casting Adolf Hitler as a Latino guy. What are we doing? Now we're going back and taking historical figures. What next? Harriet Tubman's going to be Chinese? Might as well be, because you idiots decided it was a good idea. On paper, Anne Boleyn looked like a surefire hit, as Channel 5 has a track record of rating success in both royal-themed programming and original drama. Yes, you do. But you couldn't have thought Anne Boleyn was going to do well when you cast a dark-skinned black woman as a white queen of England. Make that make sense. You bitches hate... First off, because it's in the UK. It's in the UK. You bitches hate Meghan Markle, for God's sakes. But you're going to cast a dark-skinned woman as Queen of London? I mean, Queen of England? Or did I forget that almost half of the bashing that was coming from the British news was about how much Meghan is a terrible woman? But we swear we not racist. That's why we casted a black woman as Anne Boleyn. To what? Further prove that you guys are racist? It don't take a rocket scientist to put that together. Like, Jesus Christ. It says ratings steadily decline across the 3 episodes, with 5.2 turning in for the first episode on Tuesday, which was 774,000, and on Tuesday and Wednesday night, the second episode bringing in 507,000, which is a 3%. So Thursday's most watched program that night was an episode of Cornwall Street, which was seen by 4.2 million people. I mean, you got a rerun beating this historical drama piece, which it wasn't even a historical drama piece. But the problem is, it's just like, what did you think was going to happen? You guys got to stop pushing this notion of diversity and inclusion into everything. Not everything is made to have diversity. Not everything is made for inclusion. You have to understand, sometimes you have to stay in your lane. And that's what Hollywood's not doing. They're not staying in the lane. They're trying to merge into everybody else's lane but their own when it comes to these casting, when it comes to these stories, when it comes to these shows. Because to be honest, I would have probably told people to go watch the rerun of The Tudors that actually had Natalie Dominer as, Anne Boleyn. She did a good job. So, that's way more historical accurate than Jodie Turner-Smith as Anne Boleyn. It's just like, I don't know what you guys was thinking with this one. But, color me surprised. I'm not surprised that it didn't do well. Of course it wasn't going to do well. I'm barely surprised it even got the views that it got. It tells you something. Stop with the race changing. Stop with the diversity inclusion stuff. It's not working for you. People are proving that it doesn't work. It's not even just people on YouTube or Twitter that are telling you this is stupid. It's normal people who are not showing up anymore. You guys always want to try to come up with some lame excuse or whatever, but it's not just people who, keep up with this nonsense. It is normal people. It is normal people. Why would they watch something that is a bastardized version of historical events? That's not how this works. It's stupid. What next? You gonna cast a man to be King Henry's third wife, but just dressed up as a woman? Because history. Because we need diversity. Because we don't see enough LGBT representation. It's getting to the point where it's getting stupid. You got to calm down with the representation nonsense factor. This should have never happened. Not in a million years. And yet it happened because we over here talking about we need diversity and inclusion. No more of this. Hollywood, again, do better. Read the room and understand people don't want this crap no more. And that's all I got to say about the subject. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.